Okay, so how did you cross to the U.S.?
The first time that we came in the bus. My dad had twin brothers born here, so they put in the paperwork to get us documented. So like we came a couple of times, but the first time was in the bus, and then we would come on vacations here, like flying on the bus. And then, yeah, and then one time we came to a wedding, and my mom never wanted to go back, so we just stayed here.
How long did it take for you guys to get your papers?
The process started when my dad was 18. So his brothers tried to get him his papers when he was 18. He went back to Mexico, and when he was 25, they called him from an interview. And so they said, "We have your papers ready." So at that moment, they found out that he was married, and they said, "No problem. Like we'll document your kids and your wife. You just have to give us their date of birth." But my dad didn't know them, so he had to go back to Zacatecas, and then we all came back to Juarez so that we can get the papers.
How long have you guys lived here?
I have lived here since 1995. So we're going on, what is that? Almost 10 years?
Almost.
Yeah. I was in the 3rd grade, going into the 4th grade.
When do you feel that you assimilated to the U.S.?
My assimilation happened completely sophomore year of high school. Yeah, freshman, like when I was a freshman, I was still taking like ELD classes in high school, and like all my friends mostly spoke Spanish. But then freshman going into sophomore, my teacher recommended me for an advanced English class, and I switched all my friends, and we started talking like more English. But I didn't fully start talking all English until freshman year of college.
Have you ever felt discriminated in school?
I have never felt discrimination.
Or in public?
In public, some places feel weird, like some stores, some areas. You know, now that I make a little bit more money, like if you go to Beverly Hills, like you do feel a little weird in some stores, or you know. But it's not like discrimination to a level where we would see a few years ago, or like you see in the movies. It's never been anything racist directed at me or anything like that.
Do you feel like you're assimilating from coming from your home to walk to teach every day?
I live 10 minutes away from here. I don't think that my community is any different than Watts, you know, like where I live. A few of our students live 2 blocks away from me, so it's not necessarily like an assimilation. You know, I know that the projects might not be anything like where I live, but I grew up in a community like this, so it doesn't feel any different. Like, if anything, I think I connect to the students a little more.
Have you ever witnessed like somebody discriminating somebody else or making fun of them because of their culture?
I haven't witnessed it myself, but I've heard stories. Like one of my friends went to the University of San Diego, and somebody left trash outside her dorm and kind of said like, "Clean it up, that's what your people do," you know, because most of the cleaning crew in the University of San Diego was Latinos. So there was definitely that story. This one time at a gas station, some guys were driving by with signs like "Send them back to Mexico," you know, like, and they started looking at us weird, but all I did was play some really loud music and like, you know, Spanish music, and just brushed it off.
Do you feel like assimilation is, the percentage of assimilation is increasing?
I think it's not necessarily the percentage of assimilation. I think that the percentage of second generation or third generation students is what's happening. Not a lot of our students are coming from Mexico. Their parents came or their grandparents came a long time ago. But I mean, de todo hay todo, you know, there's other stuff where there's like fresh off the boat Latinos, so you will see them be all paisa with their music, you know. I think we're really good at blending. Like we'll like rap, and then we'll like regular, regular caro or like corridos and everything. So I think we're really good at blending both worlds. Here in Los Angeles, I think in other places it would be different because there's less Latinos. So I think that people have to assimilate in order to fit in. But here we have the opportunity of being the best of both worlds.